Alright, so here we are back with Genshin Impact. So the game has just been updated to version 1.1. So with it brings some story, some quality of life stuff, a reputation system, some new characters, which I have quite a few gems to pull with. So let's jump in here and see what this update brings. Looking forward to doing more of the story as well. So there we go. Chapter 1, Act 3 is now available. And city reputation system is unlocked. So there's, yeah. Actually, there should be a new battle pass as well.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl. But she was deceived, and the memory of her noble origins faded. She now believed that she was the queen of the kingdom of darkness. But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
So all I did was open up the quick bind for the battle pass, so gave us a nice little intro scene there, which is kind of neat. So it looks like it's the same weapons from the first battle pass. Yeah, definitely the same weapons. And let's see if there's anything interesting here. It looks very similar to the first one. Very, 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 very similar. Almost identical. Actually, it probably is identical. That's alright. Well, this is kind of annoying they use 150 resin because you can't even really do that today. Unless you use items, but that's fine. Oh, requests. These are new and bounties. So I don't know exactly what those are, but those are added to the weekly. So before I don't think you could hit the 10,000 cap on the weekly, but I think you can now. And they lowered this to 1200 resin, so that's actually doable now weekly. Interesting. I don't know if I'll be able to get that one to 12 stars. Alright, well.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
I don't know what this is here, but I want to click this little tab here. Oh, so these are our quests. So yeah, so we have the new overarching quest. We have some world quests available now too, which is kind of neat. What is this? Tree resin. Okay. And it looks like we have mail. We do have mail. Nice, they gave us 300 Primo Gems, so we'll take that. And another 300 Primo Gems, so we'll take that as well. Cool. Alright. So I'm not entirely sure what to do first here. There's some test run stuff. So there's new characters added, our child and Diona. Although his name is Tartaglia, I guess, but they say child up there. Oh, we got a free Barbara. We'll grab that. That's a free constellation for us. Oh, we have to complete the prerequisite things to unlock that. So we can't even unlock a story quest until we finish the main quest. So I just want to take a quick peek here. Notices, bunch of stuff, version details. So I wonder how we check, because I actually finished my notebook here. Like there's chapter 9 is the last one. But I did finish that. So I'm not sure where the reputation system is. But we do have a constellation for Barbara, which gives us to 4 now. I mean, her last constellation is really strong. It's basically a free revive every 15 minutes. But let's see if there's something on the map indicating. Yes, let's go. What is this, though? Because these two icons, I think, are new. I think that's just to go inside. And that's to go inside there in the bar. Yeah, so it just labels them on the places you can go inside. So I'm wondering if the winery has an icon, too. No, it doesn't. Okay, well. I just want to see what the reputation system is. I didn't quite see. I kind of skipped over that tutorial kind of unintentionally. And I have a bad habit of doing that. Okay, I'm gonna fall. I don't have enough stamina here. Ooh. No. That's okay. Alright, so here we go. So this is the reputation system here. So we're just missing world exploration. We're at 97%. Wow, we'll grab all this stuff though. Why are we? I guess it only go up to 60, or the 3 we can claim there. For the quests, we're just missing 1 quest, it looks like. Let's just claim all here. So equivalent exchange, we're just missing the 1 quest there. I don't know where that is from. So this is actually going to be a bit of a grind, a weekly grind to get all this stuff. I was thinking I'd log in and basically get access right to the end here. But we need 440. How much do the bounties give? 60, 80, and 100. And then the weekly quests. Well, at least they give money. And they're basically free money. That's kind of nice, actually. Because if there's 3 of them, that's 60,000 a week. Plus the other from Liyue, so that you're looking at 120,000 more a week. Which is one of the complaints people had, that, you know, it's can't really do anything outside of resin. So they've added some stuff now, which is nice. And some bounties too, which are again another additional oh, well, you can only do 1 bounty at a time. Let's see, does that show up on the map? Oh, it just says to go here. Okay. So there's a lot of new, well, there's a couple new systems. So the reputation thing is a new thing. I'm not sure where this enemy is, the bounty, but we'll just look in the circle here. I'm not seeing it. It looks like all the other enemies, if there was enemies here, are no longer here. Hold on a second. Let's open up our journal here. It's not in the bounties. There's a lot of boars in this area, though. Combat knowledge. Oh, nice. We can actually pull up all the tutorials now. That's definitely new. Could not do that before. And I have no idea where this bounty is, and it's kind of annoying me. At least I'm pretty sure this is where the bounty would be, or unless I'm in the wrong spot. No. Guess these bounties are a little more annoying than I initially thought they'd be. I don't think this is it, but I'll kill it anyway. Unless it is, actually. I thought it was... Actually, I'm not even sure. No. Definitely wasn't. I was pretty sure it was one of the, like, little floating mage guys, but... I'm really not seeing any of them. Well, I'm going to give it one more pass around here, and then I'm going to move on to something else, I think. Almost in, like, stormed... Oh, wait, is it down here? No, that's one of those things.
Got lucky that time.
Wow, that actually hit me. I didn't think it would. Alright. Actually, I think I know exactly where the bounty is now that I think about it. There's one in this corridor here. I'm pretty sure there's one if I remember correctly. It's just south of here. Ooh, maybe not. I'm not remembering correctly. Well. With that, I have no idea. Alright, I'm going back to Mondstadt, because I clearly don't know what we're supposed to do for that. Because there's a time limit on the bounties too, right? So... Okay, we're going to abandon this bounty. Just south of the Bright Crown Canyon, across from the cathedral. Refreshes in 5 days. Oh, yeah, it's weekly, I guess. Let's try this one. Okay, this one I should be able to find, I hope. I just want to do one of the bounties just to see what happens. Oh, there's an Abyss Mage there. Oh no, we should have to use Elemental Sight. That's why I couldn't figure it out. Oh, I see something here. Well, we're in the water, which is bad because that thing's gonna freeze us probably. Water bad. Actually, every time we use the Elemental Sight, I'm not sure which way it's kind of pushing, the direction it's pushing us in. I think it wants us to go in the water here, maybe? Unless it wants us to go in the complete opposite direction. Alright, let's kill these things here. They're driving me crazy. Alright. So I don't understand what this Elemental Sight, these lines mean. Because before it looked like they were kind of pointing me... Well, unless you have to kill all the enemies part of the bounty. That may actually make a bit of sense. Maybe.
Nowhere to hide. Incoming.
Yeah, so we discovered the tracks. Yeah, so it actually is leading us to kill groups of enemies. And there's one more up here. Okay, so it's kind of making a little bit more sense now, the bounties. They're a bit more involved than I thought. I thought it'd just be go to the circle, kill the monster, but instead it's kill a bunch of monsters. There's a lot of these small lamp grasses here. Can't tell which ones it wants us to kill. Probably just these things, maybe? I have no idea. But let's get rid of them.
By royal decree.
Now I'm kind of hesitant to pull on the banner. Just because I'm not sure if I want Child or Tartaglia. Oh, I think I found it. Right here. Found enough clues. Okay, we found enough clues. Why am I not figuring out where we need to go then? Where is it? Oh, there it is. We found it. Okay.
Animal test 63. With sword comes shadow.
Kind of wish I had a bit more of a balanced team here, but this is level 76 actually. That's much higher than I expected. Not that it matters too much.
Let's dance. Shadow Raven, let night. Yeah. 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 Don't
There we go. So that was basically the bounties, so I'm assuming they'll all work the same like Huron and Liyue, but you have to raise your reputation separately in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, there's that. It's gonna take a little while, much longer than I expected, to be honest. But I do like that that's still, what was it, 20 each, so 60, 120, that's 240,000 more a week that you get for doing those challenges. So probably worthwhile. Should make the ley lines a little less important. The Mora ley lines, anyway. Nice. Oh, so I guess you can just keep doing the 5-star one. Interesting. Do I have that quest already? Equivalent exchange? I do not. I'm gonna have to figure out where that one is. Anyways. So, I was gonna do some pulls. Oh, they moved it around. The stuff's at the top now. They also changed this banner. Not that it matters, because it's just... It is what it is. Like, the people or the characters you can pull in here haven't changed. Alright, let's do 1 10 times pull. So always at least one guaranteed 4-star. We got a Dragon's Bane, which was, I think, my 4-star item. Oh, and we got another Beto, which I already have one of her. So we got 2 4-star items in that pull. That's fine. I really want Diona, and I want Ningguang. I don't really want Child, so I'm hesitant to spend too many gems on this. Now we got a 4-star book. And we got Ningguang. Nice. See, now I'm scared to pull more. Because I really want Zhongli and I don't really want Child. Well, we got Rust, which is the first time I've gotten that weapon. Apparently it's pretty good on Fischl. So that would have reset the pity for 4-star character, or 4-star items when we got that weapon. That's 2. 3. I know I can get Child right now if I really wanted to. Because I will hit the guaranteed pity if I use all of my Primo Gems. Another Beto. I really just kind of want the Yona. So I'm kind of just pulling individually, because if I get Diona, I'm going to stop pulling. And that way I can save up the Primo Gems I don't want to use. Wow, we haven't gotten a character or 4-star in a little while now. Should be guaranteed pretty soon, though, next pull or two. There we go, another Ningguang. Alright, let's do a 10 wish. Oh no! Oh no! Well, we got him. No, I didn't want him. No! My poor Zhongli. Hopefully he's good. And we got a 4-star book too. You can't get 5-star weapons, I don't think, from this banner. Well, that's a child. Well, now I'm not so afraid to pull on this banner, to be honest. Oh, that's not who I wanted. I've been getting so many Beto dupes that I just want a Diona. Alright, this is probably like my last pull here. Full pull, anyway. Now another Ningguang. So much for getting the little ice healing cat. That's unfortunate. Well, we'll do our single pulls here, I guess. We're going for broke. Another Beto. No. Well, she's gonna be like pretty close to like max constellation at this point, I think. Oh, well, we only have 4, I guess. And we got a few Ningguangs. But we have Child, so, I don't know what to do with him. I don't know if I have enough books to really level him up, though. I'm assuming he's pretty good. Let's see how far we can take him with the mats I have currently. Because I'm not even sure how to build him. Probably gonna have to fight the water boss a few times. Oh, this will be the last ascension I can do on him. But we got him to 70. I just don't have the materials to take him farther than that for now. Actually, I don't even have enough books to get him to 70. Well, I do, but I have to use all my other books, I think. I'm going to run out of all my books. Actually, I don't even think I do have enough. Oh, we do. Okay. There we go. He's level 70 now. In terms of artifacts, I have no idea what to equip on him. I don't even think I have anything with water attack. I don't even know if that's good on him or not. I'll have to take a look at what I can give him or not. I don't know. For now, we'll just give him this Berserker. Could steal this feather off of Noelle. It's actually pretty good. And then, I don't know. Sure. We're just randomly, haphazardly giving him stuff. It's got crit damage and some flat attack, but these other two are pretty bad. Could give him this. It's got attack on it. I just don't know if attack is good on him. I'm sure it's fine, but... Then we need to give him a weapon, which we did get a rust weapon, I think? Why are these locked? Oh, it's been locked. Okay, don't show again. I guess because we pulled it, so... Increases normal attack damage by 40, but decreases aim shot by 10. It's probably pretty good. Okay. And then we have talents we have to look at, too. Well, which he uses freedom books. Oh, that sucks. I don't have any of those. Alright, so let's switch him in. I don't know who he's going to replace for now, but we'll swap him in. Oops. We'll get rid of Sucrose for now.
Keep your eyes wide open.
He's so much taller than everybody else. Nah, I have no idea how he plays, but... Alright. So, we're gonna go do, I think, the main story, though. Although... Yeah, we're gonna have to get a bunch of books and stuff, because we burned through a lot of materials and whatnot. But for daily, we need to still mine at least 10 items. And see, and I won't get credit for this one, because I did the 4 commissions before the server got reset, so that was kind of annoying. I should just give up on the daily pass for today. Anyways, let's jump into the main story again here. We have to go up to the top of Mount Tianhang. Alright. Actually, I think they added it. Yeah, they added this little segment here to the map. I was pretty sure there was a new area. But it's kind of weird because I've got 2 water units, and I was really hoping to get Diona because Barbara's actually really annoying because she makes you wet. So when you're fighting like cryo units, it gets really frustrating. Well, he's not really strong just yet. Yeah. I'm gonna have to build up his artifacts and stuff and look up maybe a build for him of some sort. He's really not pulling his weight just yet. Oh, that is a lot of crystal thingies in here. These are kind of important now too, because you can turn them into condensed resin of some sort. And with that, you can, instead of doing the domains twice, you can do them once for double the rewards. My exquisite mining skills. Basically doing leap attacks.
Incoming.
Which we are failing horribly at. There we go. I'm really disappointed that we didn't get a single Diona though. We got 3 Ningguangs and 4 Beidous.
Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber!
That's pretty high up.
This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is.
You're only realizing that now?
Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby.
Alright. Hopefully it teleported us up here. Perfect, it did. I'm not sure how I feel about Tartaglia just yet. I'll have to try him out more and actually invest in some artifacts for him. I see a chest.
Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber.
Maybe it's the way to the Jade Chamber, question mark?
Yes, this must be the way.
Well, that means we're gonna have to swap in Sucrose. I could make like a completely different team. Like I could do like her and Bennett.
I won't hold you back.
Because Bennett is actually decent support. If I get him to Constellation 1, I think, which I can do. I've been hearing really good things about Bennett and with Xingqiu too. Because his first Constellation, attack increase no longer has an HP restriction and gains an additional 20% of Bennett's base attack, which makes his ult actually really, really strong. And what I can actually do is in the shop, if I have enough star glitter, which I do, I have 40. And that way we get Bennett's first constellation. And I should get that intertwined fate. Alright, since we have an intertwined fate, we may as well drop it here. And get another weapon. That's fine. We're just closer to getting a... I actually really like Sucrose. I've invested a little bit into her now and quite enjoying her. Oh no! That didn't work as intended. And I see a little Sealy over there too. I guess this area is new-ish. Oh no, I fell off.
Huh? It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go.
Best we go back to Liyue and ask the Millilith.
Huh? Why?
The way up shouldn't be a secret, or...
Oh, Paimon gets it. If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right?
Right.
Alright, let's follow your plan. Then we can... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has a new idea. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista?
Do you really hate me that much?
No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think about the safety measures.
Still, I do remember that the ballista had a scope.
Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
So we're just gonna use it as like a telescope, I guess. This is the first chest I've opened in a really long time, and it had no loot in it. What? Oh, it just automatically looted it all. Nice, I didn't have to actually pick it up. Wait a minute, is that... Did they change that? Let's see, there is a Sealy over there that I kind of want to get. So, that... I'm not sure how I missed that. It seems unlikely I would have missed it, to be honest. So I'm going to have to invest in, like, Bennett. Ugh. Really, my team... I don't even know if I want Tartaglia on this team. Tartaglia might be part of my, like, B team. I don't know. How am I going to act? I'm going to have to swap someone else in now.
Just what will we come across the...
And I've been keeping the Traveler as a Geo character lately. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is new. Or maybe not. Who knows? Where is it taking me? Actually, you know what? I was missing, I think, one Sealy. Maybe. Oh, yeah. This was one I was actually missing. Because I couldn't find it. I found the tower, but... I guess I never went up there. But now I kind of want to go back up there. Mount Tiahan. So I'll have to remember that. And check out what's up there. Because clearly I missed that area entirely. Alright, but let's party set up. I'm going to switch back to Sucrose, because I do like her quite a bit. Problem is, we don't really have a healer. We could give him this, but this is increasing elemental damage. It's not really that good of a weapon on him. And he's got really crummy artifacts on. But we don't have any books. Like, we literally used all of our books on Tartaglia, so...
It's gone.
But actually, now that I think about it, I think we got some more of these Thrilling Tales of the Dragon Slayers, so... If we were to enhance this and refine it... Yeah, we did get a few of them. So that brings it to 30%. This brings it to 36% boost, and the next rank is 42% boost for 10 seconds. That's a pretty big increase in damage. I may actually end up giving this book to Barbara. I'm not actually sure yet. And I'll give Sucrose something else.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Hollowed what now? These are the wilds around Mount Tian.
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us.
I'm quite sure that's not the case.
Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down.
Alright. Although I'm gonna try out some of the new characters here, so... I'm not sure how I feel about Tartaglia yet, but I need to get him better artifacts and stuff. He does actually a lot of water damage in that phase. But I do need to upgrade his bow quite a bit. I think that's what's really holding us back here. Although the cooldown on his switching stances is kind of long. Well, that's kind of a neat move.
No time to lose.
Because if the Rust Bow just increases my like regular attacks, I really think that the Rust Bow would be pretty darn good on him. Can we just stay in melee stance as long as we want? Looks that way. Hold on a second here. We need to make this better. Wait, not 3-star. I just don't know if I have any Ascension material. Oh, I do. Okay, because it uses these ones instead. So I might be able to actually enhance this a decent amount. Although I'm going to burn through a ton of my Mora. I really hate that you have to click these individually, though. And this might be as far as I can take it, maybe? Should be able to do, should be doing quite a bit more damage with this enhanced to this point, I think. Yeah, and I can't take it any further because I need more materials. But this should make a difference. Oh yeah, for sure. So let's try out his ult here. 4,000, okay. And coupled with...
Cut to the chase.
Actually, this charge attack is kind of neat. I don't mind him so far. He'd be pretty decent for against fire enemies, I guess. I don't know. I need to figure out what this mark is on enemies, though. My catching still does way more damage, though. But she's got a pretty decent complement of artifacts on.
Take the target alive! Bested.
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong Ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
We were just looking for a way to the Jade Chamber.
You want to go to the Jade Chamber? Who are you?
We're invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Thinking isn't that hard, Paimon.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was...
We only did a tiny part of the work there.
Eh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them.
Any chance you could talk it out with them?
Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Favor?
Paimon, get serious.
But... Wait, that's right! Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Liyue's culture.
Ah, so eager.
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and... well then. May we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person.
Yeah, we do like catching. I mean, she's our favorite character. Yeah, she's made a good impression on me too.
So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her?
You really have shifted focus, haven't you, Paimon?
Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime!
Oh, yay. I'm sure Xiangling would like that too.
Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift?
So, do you have a recipe?
Nope. But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shakalaka. Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
Oh, yay. Alright. We completed that first part there. We have to search for ingredients. Where are these ingredients? They're all the way over there. Sure. We'll teleport up here and glide down, I guess. I really wish they'd populate the world with some more chests, though. Like, I'm lucky if I can find like 1 or 2 chests that I was missing from before. Like, they do not respawn.
Ooh, look at that slime. It looks crystal clear. And very delicious. That's the one.
Alright, so that's 1 slime. So one of the 3 ingredients we need to get. Apparently I think they added some new items to the world too. I wonder if I can use Tartaglia to... Yep. Oh, I didn't really want to fight slimes though.
No time.
So I'm going to be able to get another black blade for catching though. I wonder how it'll refine. Because the black blade is pretty good, so...
Huh? Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in the air? Huh? Did you hear that?
It sounded like someone was singing.
No! That was definitely someone in trouble. It came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
Uh-oh. Alright, let's go take care of them then. Alright.
There's no end to this.
No time to lose. No, brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Cut to the chase.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to really focus on getting stuff for Child. He's not up to snuff at the moment.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders. When their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood, they'd rearrange my face.
Aw, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate you both.
There's really no need.
Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antiques. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
Your goodwill is good enough for me.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations. Now just give me a moment, and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
Great! Paimon Sugar Frosted Slime now comes in a beautiful package.
Yay, sugar frosted slime. Hopefully Ningguang likes it. So we've got to go back to Liyue Harbor. I actually want to check out the reputation person in Liyue Harbor, because I'm pretty sure Mondstadt and Liyue have different reputation systems, so I am definitely curious. It's all the way on the end. Might as well collect those too. So 40 days for this battle pass, so that's more than long enough, I think. I just gotta make sure that I complete a lot of this stuff in here. But I'm wondering if the bounties and quests are shared. Is the only reason why I wanted to check out this reputation person here. Because if they're shared between Mondstadt and Liyue, you kind of have to pick which ones you want to do or focus on, I guess. So we can't even do those until this one. We need to finish off the new star approaches, which we're working on. But we can claim all of this stuff because we've done a lot of these quests. Although these ones, I'm wondering if they're... Yeah, that's the story quest. And world exploration, we would have gotten it all there too, so that's fine. I wonder what it deems world exploration. So, unearthing its hidden treasures, making offerings to the statues of the 7. I guess it's opening treasure chests and enhancing the statues. Condensed resin. So we can make condensed resin now, which is good. Yeah, so the weekly bounties, they are applied to all cities, so you kind of have to focus on one city or the other. That's unfortunate. But the requests, I'm assuming you can do for both. So, I don't know. You can get 300 rep combined between the two for bounties. Because I kind of want these wings. It's a glider skin. So, let's use the wind catcher. Condensed resin. I got a couple of food recipes too. Okay. So we need to go to the other side here for the main story. I want to use Tartaglia, I just don't think he works with my current team, though. Because I think he's a bit of a greedy DPS. But what he does, though, is... I think his talent will raise catching... his first talent up 1, so it puts her at 8. Which is pretty good. That actually increases her damage by quite a bit. So kind of worth, I guess, maybe? I don't know.
A guy called Mung Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history. It's already been cleaned. Will it do?
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure. Please help yourselves. As long as it's on our shelves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
Oh yes, you might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations too.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful!
I'm still not sold on this gift idea.
Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
Are we actually going to see her, though? Alright, so we have to look for the guide. I think it might be faster to... Actually, it'd probably be faster to just jump off the cliff and go down than running all the way around. I'm probably going to swap out Bennett for Barbara. It's just safer. In case we get into a fight here. I really wanted Diona. Because basically I would do this setup, but with Diona instead of Bennett. But, oh well. The only real healer I have is Barbara. I have Noelle, but she's not... Without her first constellation, she's not really that great of a healer. Because her first constellation makes her healing effect be activated 100% while you have both of them up. Which, yeah. And otherwise, right now, her healing effect is only 50%.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
Odd that Ketching didn't know the different codes. Considering how knowledgeable or important she is. Ooh, we're actually meeting with Ningguang.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang! Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
Nice place, this Jade Chamber. Yep.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations.
Well, this Tiquan does not lack for ambition.
Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait! Was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No. Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
We also ran into Yuheng not long ago.
At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest.
Ketching said that the Qixing would not wish ill on Rex Lapis.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings.
Well, all we know is Rex Lapis fell from the sky and died. So... I'm curious what this quest reward is. That actually may rank us up. It will.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War.
Only in the broadest of strokes. I'm actually not entirely sure of it.
Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7.
So there is more than 7 of them then. It says only 7 remained on Teyvat, but that doesn't mean that there isn't more somewhere else.
You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before.
Well, the problem is that the Lord of Geo was not Rex Lapis. At least I don't think it was. I think that was just an Adepti. Because I'm pretty sure Zhongli is the Lord of Geo.
Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions?
Why hide the Exuvia then, which was the body of Rex Lapis?
That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, Traveler?
It's him, isn't it? I wonder if she's talking about Child.
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
I wonder if we'll actually get to explore the... Oh, we do. Okay. There's got to be chests up here. I haven't opened a chest in so long. There probably isn't any. It's kind of a neat area, though. I doubt we can actually just jump... Well, maybe. We probably can just jump off if we want to, but then it's annoying to get back up here, so... I don't think this is a place we can teleport to. At least I don't see a teleporting thing. No. I don't know if we can climb up here. Oh, we can. Perfect. Okay. I'm just curious if there's any chests in this area, that's all. I'm not seeing any, though, which is unfortunate. Nope. Nothing. Guess we've got to wait for a whole new area for a new slew of chests. Alright, well, let's head in and go talk to Ning Wong. How do we get inside? Probably through the front, I'm gonna guess. Yep.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
I guess we gotta go down. I'm just curious if there's any books we can grab. Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna have to really start saving up my Primo Gems though if I might not get the Zhongli. Because his banner will be in like 3 weeks. So 6 weeks total that I gotta save up. But I really want the Ona, so I'm probably still gonna keep pulling on Child's banner.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
Is that what I think it is?
Ooh! Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Liyue's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, Traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching...
Well, between your orthodoxy and her heterodoxy? I never even heard of that word before. Oh, orthodoxy, I guess, believe in one thing, and heterodoxy is believing in multiple things, maybe? I have no idea. But we're going to go with that one, because that one doesn't seem as confrontational as I'd go with Ketching and her skepticism of the divine.
You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power.
I surmise that the Fatui has a hand in these rumors?
Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
Seriously, Paimon? Seriously?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please, and you may take it with you.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that! Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail. Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for. Let's grab one! The biggest one!
Alright, let's pick a piece of paper snow.
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the Sigil of permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out.
Well, it's all unfolding a little too perfectly, it seems.
Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then?
No, what I mean is...
Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves.
Yes.
That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
I really don't trust Ningguang. I really do think she's up to something shady. It's a pretty area, though. Although I don't think there's really anything else for us to grab in here.
This gives good market insight.
Nope. Alright, let's get out of here.
Lady Ningguang looks stunning today.
Got a few attendants, though, in here.
No time to lose.
Alright. So we've got to go all the way over there. Okay. I really like the extra, like, weekly stuff to do, though. With the reputation stuff. So I was a little off on my math, though. But if you can do 3 requests plus 3... I should bring an ice user. Or if we kill it quickly enough, it won't be an issue. Alright, let's do this. Because the problem is with electric shields can only really be broken by cryo. It's kind of one of the reasons why I really want the Ona. So I'm going to be trying to pull some more on that banner. Oh, well, this sucks. I hate when they put their shields up. Not much I can do once they do that. So that's why I try to kill them quickly.
Swirl, Mark 2. Speed of light.
No, he put a shield up. Darn it. Actually, not too bad, though, even though his shield is up. Alright, so then we still have one more Fatui to kill up here. Oh, and it's a Geo guy. Alright, but we killed him before he put his shield up, so that worked. I don't think there's any more left. I think we got them all. Oh no, there's still one more. Oh, it's one of the fire guys. These ones aren't too bad. Wait, but I can examine the research. Oh, not while in combat. Especially wasn't in this spot. It's a really inconvenient spot to be in, buddy. At least I can break his shield really easily with Barbara. Although I could use Tartaglia. Actually, I think he could be pretty strong. I just gotta... Well, I think he's resetting. Yep. Oh no, I fell off. Shouldn't have did my charged attack on her. And I can't... Can I get up? Yeah, I can. Okay. Alright, we got him.
There are documents here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. What are they for?
Maybe they're trying to reproduce a talisman?
Paimon's seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Suspicious.
Well, it's not just a relic.
Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous.
Seems like the Fatui are definitely up to something.
And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Well, let's see here. So we have to meet Zhongli at the marsh. But we have Child. I could change his wings, but I don't know. Wait, why am I like... I can just teleport there. Well, close enough anyway. But I do need to get better, much better relics for Child. He's just not up to snuff yet. Oh, oops. I did not mean to annoy this thing. We do hit a lot stronger with our regular attacks because of Child's upping our talent, which is kind of nice. So in a sense, Child is almost like a support unit, kind of, not really. But his passive increases everybody's attack talent by 1. Hey, look there, it's Zhongli. I'm gonna need a ton of luck to be able to get him on the next banner. We'll see.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly.
Oh, what does Paimon know? Business people are always friendly when it suits their interests.
Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Yes, significantly.
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart, though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions.
Ningguang seems highly ambitious to me, though.
Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
No surprises there.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least.
And now they are trying to reproduce the Sigil of Permission.
No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingse Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
No, man, he's always giving us like chores. You mean you need me to pick them?
No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
Oh, great.
So how good is your singing?
I'm a pro. Just sit back and listen.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
All right. If I was the female traveler, they might have thought that I was a good singer. Oh look, glaze lilies.
It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready.
Ahem, ahem.
Da 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 da.
That's Barbara's song.
What happened?
Oh.
Flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because they sing a song from Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue? Absorption test. Don't blink. Good.
Too bad these aren't dropping loot, because I actually need quite a bit of loot from these plant monsters.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
Those flowers put up quite a fight, though.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me.
Hey, it's Ganyu.
Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey, it's... What's her face? Paimon can't remember.
Greetings, Ganyu.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
It isn't a secret, so perhaps you just assumed we knew?
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard.
So that means...
Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7.
I don't think that's true.
The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. He is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing.
Pretty sure Rex Lapis is right there.
This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day.
So you're how old? That explains the forgetfulness.
Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Zhongli, you seem suited to working in agricultural development.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
We can finally do the rite of passing? I just wonder when Zhongli is going to reveal himself as the Geo Archon. It took a while for Venti to reveal himself as Barbatos. Well, not really. He did it jokingly really early with the Lyre. But then we actually found out that he really was Barbatos. Is that a Fatui? Yeah, it is a Fatui.
What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and the Fatui?
What is going on?
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Well, we can't just stand by and watch.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
All these options are Child, that ginger guy, and, you know, Mr. More Money Than Sense.
Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
There's only one place he would go. I actually don't know where. Oh, it's the new area. Okay. I'm actually going to change up my party here. Because I'm wondering if Child's actually going to... I don't know. Actually, you know what? We'll go to the Golden House. What's the quickest way down there, though? Gonna have to run over there? Probably. Actually, probably glide from up here, maybe. Yeah, this is definitely a new area. We did not have access to this little section down here. But I doubt there's anything new in it, though. Like, no new chests or anything, but we'll see. Yeah, because I believe the next update, 1.2, is going to add in this whole area in here, the dragon spine. So, but once that's added, then I'm sure there'll be some new chests and domains and stuff, but I'm not sure that's the case with this update 1.1. Not to say I'm not going to look for some chests, though. Nah, it doesn't look like there's anything. How sad. Although, what are these little urns here? Huh. Maybe they're just decorative. I don't know. Ooh. Okay, so the pursuit of truth brings you to the very heart of the political storm that has been slowly brewing in Liyue Harbor. It is time to peer beyond the glittering gold and see what lurks in the shadows. You're just not up to snuff yet, Tartaglia. Yeah, we'll go with... No, wait, what? Yeah, we'll switch that.
Behold, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
I did get him to level 70. It's just I don't have his talents leveled up. I have an okay-ish weapon on him.
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora. This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing.
If it were that easy, this place would have been emptied long time ago.
Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true.
We better check on the Exuvia first. Yeah, because that's where they put the body
Back to business.
of Rex Lapis.
It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here?
They've been knocked unconscious.
Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is alright.
Alright, let's go check on Rex Lapis's body. Kind of neat that we can actually go in here, though. But this is a domain, so I don't know if this will be like a repeatable boss like...
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
How did you find out it was here?
Where should I start? Well, I've never been one to beat around the bush, you know. But who could have possibly guessed that the god of Geo would mysteriously perish the very moment I arrived in Liyue, and that the Exuvia would subsequently be hidden away?
Yeah, because the Fatui, they want the gods of... the Archon gods. But what he doesn't realize is I'm pretty sure this Rex Lapis is not the god of Geo.
If it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony you put together, it would have taken me a whole lot longer to get the information I needed. Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there?
I could never defeat you. You're completely delusional.
Fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it.
Oh boy. Well, this should be pretty easy because it said recommended level 35,
This
and my
chance
catching
hard
is.
to come by.
Oh, he's level
So show
71.
me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square
Oh, I didn't
off
mean to.
with a two
I was using the
harbinger.
wrong character.
So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. A fine opportunity.
Swirl, mark tip! Don't blink, hey!
This isn't going as well as I'd hoped, to be honest. Oh, he's almost dead. Never mind. It's going quite well, actually.
How unbecoming.
Oh, it's revealed that... Impact, hey!
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
What? Why isn't he
You've got
dead?
a trick or two.
We won. Didn't we?
Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you.
Is he transforming?
That just means I can go all
Oh,
out.
phase
Brace
2.
yourself.
Okay.
This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a harbinger.
Looks like he's got an electric weapon, though.
Has your luck run out?
Means maybe I shouldn't be using mine.
I'll crush you.
Animal tech 6308. Animal tech.
Ah, oh, wow. That actually killed her. That I was not expecting.
With sword from
All
down.
you do is run.
Don't blink! Let the show!
Maybe I should be using child against child. He does electric attacks
You've
eventually.
got some skills.
Can I not hit him? Oh, I can. Okay. Kind of annoying.
The price of a single slip. No use hiding back there.
All right, did we get him?
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now. Huh? I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Tartaglia.
This is going to cost you!
Well, I think I picked some pretty crummy elements against him, though. He's pretty cool looking, though. And he's not happy. I'm assuming this is the real fight. Alrighty. Yeah, this is definitely the real fight now.
You got to the gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Did you leak the information regarding the gold mouse for their purpose? The gnosis over. Now, don't make me take it from you.
Okay, I don't think I can use my electric attacks on him. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Come on, we can do it!
Not doing so well. Yeah, we do more damage by... Okay, we're gonna have to use some food here, I think. Oh, what is he doing? I don't like it. Oh, that's a big giant whale. What? It killed me. What? Ow. At least we got back in.
By royal decree.
We're actually not doing very good against him. Ah, okay, you killed her again. How are you supposed to dodge that? And I can't revive for another 80 seconds, so it's kind of a problem. We may actually lose this fight, which I'm going to try not to lose, but... Okay, big giant whale again. Okay. I'm not sure how we're... Maybe we have to get to the very edge of the arena? Okay, so we still need to survive for another minute. I don't know if we'll be able to do that.
As you wish, Fräulein.
Ow. Okay. So we can't revive these until another 30 seconds. Ow. Okay.
By royal decree.
Okay, so I think I have to go to the edge of the arena, maybe? Okay, so yeah, just behind it. Okay, this I don't understand, this one. It just kills anybody. I don't understand. And we can't heal her up again.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Okay.
Got lucky that time.
Die here.
Come on, one more hit. Did we get it? We got it. Oh, that was a little snug.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
Because I'm gradually restoring my former power.
You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Rex Lapis still lives.
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this. I absolutely detest working with those who are weaker than I. The truth is, the world belongs to those of us who desire to become strong. I seldom willingly mingle with any dull and boring weaklings who think otherwise. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
You've been trying to duplicate them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing. Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
It looks like some sort of kraken or something is being summoned. That old god.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Qixing. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millelith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Qixing, Millelith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not necessarily.
What? But all of you were supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
So maybe Ningguang isn't that untrustworthy. Alright, I think we're gonna have to kill some Fatui here.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millelith, with me!
Let's go up too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. everyone see what you're made of then. What strength remains
Is there
within
more?
you? One wishes to witness.
I don't see any more Fatui. I'm assuming they're just gonna keep coming in waves. Ah, there they are.
Nowhere to hide.
Probably on the opposite side now, I would guess. There's some pretty cool scenes, though. Pretty impressive.
My royal.
Went too far.
This would make a pretty neat boss battle too, kind of like Storm Terror, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
That is Osial's divine power. I am. Be careful not to get hit.
Oh boy. As I get hit by it, of course.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How dare you. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Oh no, they put up a shield. No. See, because the problem is, because I don't have Frost on, it's going to be really annoying to defeat this.
Were you about to say you can't hold them, children? Don't lose heart. Here, take
This could actually be pretty bad. Oh, it's actually doing something.
That light from your body. It's like the time in Julian Cars. Wow, it's Madam Pink's shockwave. This green is really strong.
Oh, come on. Okay, so we're doing okay so far, I think.
Nowhere to hide.
Can't let them destroy the ballista.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by
I think a pretty hard time killing them now, though.
all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
Ooh, that would have hurt. Is there more Fatui?
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
Okay, we run pretty quick now. Which is good. Oh boy. So I guess Xiao's got some sort of like swiftness abilities. Gonna be more Fatui? Did we get it?
Child, you are strong in body and spirit.
Nope.
Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
Please bear with us.
Well, we killed all those, which is good.
Try to use them in battle.
Oh no, there's more. I don't think I can get there in time. Alright, so those are all dead. Should have used like Tartaglia, maybe. Well, maybe not, because they're already all getting wet from the rain.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
We got a lot of buffs on though.
Shadow Raven, let night fall. Over here. Nowhere to hide.
I just really hope we don't get the ballistas don't get destroyed.
Look at me.
As you wish,
We're hitting really hard. Which I think we're supposed to be, but...
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Oh, did we do it? Is that it? I think we did it. Cool.
the interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
No, that doesn't look good.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Well, that was very unexpected. I don't think Ningguang would ever have sacrificed her Jade Chamber. Huh. That was quite the end of that, like, quest line there, though. Wow.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
We're all on the same side here.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
When there is discord between the Guardians and those that were meant to defend, harmony becomes very difficult to restore.
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
This is what we learned in the City of Freedom.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Oh.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
And they're trying to understand things from their perspective.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh?
Well, the Adepti were quite reasonable in the end.
Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing.
Yeah, child?
Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too?
Maybe. Derailed.
Get it. But isn't the strongest
He's just up there.
did we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing?
Oh,
No idea where Zhongli's gone.
just give me one second here.
At Longshem Funeral Parlor.
Alrighty, so let's go talk to Zhongli. So I think we'd probably best to just teleport over here. It's probably quicker. 'Cause I think this is probably some of the ending cutscenes, I think, for this act, I'm pretty sure. This is probably the last one, yeah, because we get a Geo constellation. I think that's the last one we need, too. Which doesn't actually give us as much as Venture Rank XP as I thought we would have gotten. But anyways, let's go talk to Zhongli here. Wait, what did this quest give us again? It's a decent chunk of Mora, though.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Oh boy. Something tells me that child is still gonna get the gnosis from Zhongli. A viewpoint? What is this? I guess that's something new they added.
New stock at Sigu Antiques?
Feel free to take a look around.
The key here is
I think we gotta get... we'll just run across here.
Just a few more minutes rest.
There we go. So we're just headed into the bank, which we already took the chest in there that gave us a ton of Mora.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
Signora, the one who violated Venti.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Well, I still have time to take it back.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle.
Kind of was more than we could handle. We pretty much lost that.
So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Signora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Signora and Zhongli?
So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
Morax is the Geolord. Oh, no.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
How sanctimonious.
So, I mean, I did have my suspicion. I think they're more than suspicions, but...
What? So you're the Lord of Geo? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
That's an exciting twist and all. Like, Paimon doesn't even care.
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
And I'm afraid I don't understand.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This falls out of the sky, and all of Liyue goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
So he wanted to see if they could defend Liyue without him helping. So let me guess, you had another plan in case it all burned down?
That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an encore. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the people. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague Child, just as I had requested.
The Cryo-Archon? Huh.
All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for walking that path with me, Traveler. These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight?
We were both equally fooled.
Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace, no?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Ah, fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
I'd like to know what the Cryo Archon offered you.
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
So I guess he's not gonna tell us. Alright. I think we're pretty much wrapping up the Liyue storyline, though.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame.
Yeah, we're definitely
Go there now.
we're going to the rite of parting. We spent forever, multiple quests, gathering items and running around, and we're definitely going to this rite of parting.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
The Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
Alright, let's go to the rite of parting.
Hear ye all! The Chi Sing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said.
They said that Rex Lapis died because of the divine trial.
So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
That is possible.
Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
Alright, let's check out this rite of parting. And look, Catching Ningguang is there, and I can't remember her name. The girl with the horns.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa.
Paimon's getting excited.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
He talked. The traveler, he talked. That is a very rare occurrence. That does not happen often.
And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here. But it seems as if those perfumes really were meant to be offered to Rex Lapis. Well, that's fine. Suffer.
Yeah.
Rex Lapis.
This is the guy with the jade, I think, right?
Now that I think about it, perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis might be the best.
Alright, next, and where's our last merchant to talk to? Wait. Is it Madame Ping, maybe?
As for the mortals and...
Yep. Alright, let's look for Zhongli. Where is he hiding? Oh, he's all the way over there.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Liyue kiosk.
Yeah, if we're paying.
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Liyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do lack the Mora.
You've been this way the entire time, but...
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon, so I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Wow, become a parasite to society. That was a little harsh.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you.
It was a fine journey, although tedious.
That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed.
Who's the god that rules Inazuma?
The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
The shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
What?
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of a statue of the 1,000-armed, 100-eyed god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto heaven.
Heaven.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
What about Child?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui. Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
No, there's nothing else.
Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
So Inazuma is the next nation. So we just finished Chapter 1, Act 3. So that's basically all the story now that was in this patch. Other than like the main story stuff, the Archon story. There's nothing else, I believe. We'll have to wait for the next one for more Archon story. But there is still other stuff that is in here. They added some more world quests, which is nice. And right, and we also can unlock Child's story now, Tartaglia's story, so we can unlock that now. Might as well get the key, and then get a key back. Not that it matters. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna take a break here, and I'll probably do Child's story tomorrow at some point. I'm not entirely sure when. But yeah, so thanks for checking this out with me, and until next time.